Good morning. Today is Friday. It's 6:43 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to Bonds and shop for 5 items. I'm going to get $12.25 for 5.5 miles. I wasn't going to take this offer when it came in. I was so close to just declining it, but it met all the metrics, so I was like, I better just take it. And the reason why I didn't want to take it, it's taking me north of Sunset Boulevard, and I'm dropping off to some type of business office, and that's usually the part of town I don't like to go to because the traffic can be really crazy, and sometimes the drop-offs can be really difficult because the customer is usually not around, they're busy working, and it's hard to do the drop-off. So that's usually why I don't want to do it. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no, I better take it because the number of items is really low. 5 is not a lot. And it met the $2 for every mile minimum. So I'm like, just do it. And then once I drop it off, I'll drive back to my usual waiting spot where that Starbucks is on Pebble in Green Valley. I think that makes the most sense. Or no, I'm going to end up probably at that business center that's on Pebble and Pecos. Because I think this drop-off is off of Pecos. So I think that's what the strategy is going to be. And I was looking at my stats for this month, and it looks like I'm behind on reaching my goal of $1,500 for the month, which I'm not surprised because with all these doctor's appointments, there's a lot of days where I'm just not working long enough to get that $50. So yeah, but it's not a life or death situation because, as you guys know, I do this kind of like as a hobby for fun. So, and the number for $1,500 a month is not a hard number for any reason. It's just some arbitrary number that I've created just as a goal, kind of like if you're going fishing for fun, you want to catch so many fish when you're on the fishing trip, and if you don't catch it, that's okay. You're trying to set goals. That's all it is. You're just trying to set goals, and it all averages out because when I look at my stats for previous months, there have been months where I've made $1,700. There have been months where I've made $1,600. So if it turns out that this month is down, it all still averages out to $1,500 a month anyway. So it's no big deal. And right now, traffic is all commuter city. Everybody's trying to get to work. And the temperature right now is 73 degrees. Great temperature. And there's no wind right now. And looks like it's going to be a nice day. I don't know exactly what I'm shopping for. I haven't looked, and I guess I will just be surprised. Once I arrive at the market, I'll just start the shopping and just start going for it. Since this is going to be delivered to a business, there's high potential for a lot of beverages. Probably water, probably soda, probably energy drinks. So that's never any fun. Sometimes they surprise me. Sometimes it's just some lady and she wants a lot of fruit. You know, they want a lot of like fresh fruit to have around the office. So that happens sometimes. I'll tell you what the worst case scenario is for this order. It's if they want me to pick out several dozen donuts and I have to individually grab every single donut and put it into a box that I have to assemble by myself. That is probably the absolute worst thing I would have to get for this delivery. The idea of picking out donuts for people doesn't sound difficult when you say it, but when you're physically doing it, man, is it time consuming. I mean, it's messy. It's hard to assemble the box. you're constantly trying to be polite to other other people who are in the store, other shoppers in the store, because there's lots of people that come in that just want to grab one donut or two donuts, on their drive to work or whatever, and you're blocking them because you're trying to buy like 24 or 36 donuts, and you're trying to get the right combination of donuts for each box. Oh, it is a total disaster. I'm gonna look now that I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna look to see what they want. No, it's an easy one. They want like some Smucker's those frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and they want a bunch of those little fruit cups. Those ones that they serve that are like made inside of the store, and they have like a yogurt at the bottom. And then they got the fruit, and then they put some kind of crumbly granola on top. So that's it. So it's gonna be easy. Now I was stressing myself out. I was psyching myself out thinking about those donut orders. Isn't that funny? That was really setting me off. No, this is gonna be a breeze. The drop off is the only question mark. Exit, arrive, start shopping. Don't send them a message. The last thing you want to do is send a customer a message. Then they're like, oh, they're at the store. I just remember there's something else I want them to get for me. It's like, no, no, you don't need anything else. I think they pay you more but it's not significant. They pay you more if they add items, but it's not enough to make it worth your time. All right, we're here. Let's do it. Strawberry, blueberry parfaits, 4 of them. Peanut butter and raspberry Uncrustables. All right, that wasn't hard at all. Very easy. Things are really looking up. Checkout was easy as well, no problems whatsoever. It was smooth sailing. Now we're traveling 8 minutes, 2.5 miles. It is going to be a leave at the door, it says, but then they put all this text for directions because it must be complicated to do the drop-off. Leave at my door. You can leave on the front desk. The office building says 24/7 touch on a banner. Up front facing the street, post. Alright. I'm not exactly sure if post is a street or if it's a sign facing post, like facing the street name post, facing a physical post, or facing the street post. Okay, maybe they're talking about it. There's an actual street name called Post, and that's the direction that the entrance faces. I'm hoping. Well, we're gonna find out. Yeah, so this is not the way I like to end up at a drop off. Once I get past sunset, the traffic gets real crazy. It's like there must be a lot of businesses where people work there, because the traffic just seems to, like, it goes from a nice quiet suburban drive where the streets are very peaceful and manageable to just suddenly all these trucks are everywhere and everyone's driving real aggressive. It just really shifts the moment I go north of Sunset Boulevard. And that's the real reason why I just don't like to do drop-offs over in that area. It's just it's a little bit on the stressful side. But money's money, so let's just get it done. And at least the person left detailed instructions, leaving me minimal chances of making a mistake. So that's some good news. And since it's Friday, maybe people will be more generous today, and I'll get to my $50 real quick. That would be nice. Oh, somebody broke down on the other side of the road. Either that or they got rear-ended. I can't tell. There's like 2 vehicles that are there. So, I mean, it looks like it was an accident, like somebody rear-ended the other person. Yeah, because if a family member was gonna pick them up, they would. I don't know if they would pull up behind them or not. I don't know. I can't tell. So yeah, so everything right now today is going just fine. It looks like it's gonna be a good Friday so far. So far, so good. And the delivery is gonna be very lightweight because it's just a very few items, and the items are very light, so easy to carry, no problems at all. Oh, I heard back from my ultrasound. Everything was normal on my ultrasound, so I am doing good so far. I have one more test to do walking on a treadmill, but it's far. It's way over on Rancho Drive in Charleston. That is so far from here. I'm gonna call them up and find out if there's a closer location that I can go to do this test at a later date and see what they say. Because I don't want to have to drive all the way over. That's a long drive. And then the traffic to go there, and they want me to be there like at like 7-ish in the morning. The traffic is horrible at that time. I'm going to be, and I would have to for sure take the street. I'm not getting on that 15 freeway. That would be a nightmare. So yeah, so I'll have to figure out if I can reschedule. I'll probably give them a call later today. If I remember it's Friday. Now you watch I forget. Oh, I should probably put it on my calendar when I have a moment. Let's see, did somebody rear-end somebody else? Yeah. They were so close to their bumper. Yeah, they bumped into them. Don't ask me how that happens. I mean, obviously it's somebody who is a distracted driver, not paying any attention, and went right into them. Just daydreaming, probably on the phone or thinking about the fight they had with their wife the night before or something ridiculous. I'm in a 35 mile an hour zone. The guy's tailgating me behind me. I guess I'm not going fast enough. Oh, he's backing off. He realizes he's in a 35 mile an hour zone. A lot of people here love to speed, but that's probably true everywhere. No matter how hard the cities try to keep control of people speeding, people just refuse to follow speed limits. I mean, not even going at a reasonable speed. People will drive as fast as they feel they want to drive. Even if it says 35 miles an hour, I've seen people go 60 miles an hour in a 35 mile an hour zone. They don't even care. Some of them don't even pay attention to the lights. They just drive right through the red lights. We're getting closer, 1 minute, 0.3 miles. I'm going to zoom in on the map and see where this street called Post is. Oh, I see it. There is a street called Post. All right, and they said that they're building the entrance faces right up front, facing the street Post. Okay. I'm going to, once I turn into the complex, that's what I'm going to do. Quarter of a mile. It's coming up. It says to turn here. Alright, I'm going to turn here, but I think I'm still too far from the entrance. They said it faces the street Post, and there's a sign that says 24/7. So I'm not even looking at the navigation anymore. I'm just trying to slowly get to the street that says Post. And then I'm looking for, okay, this is Post up ahead. And then there's going to be a banner that says 24/7. And the address is, I don't see any addresses yet, and I don't see any banners. I'm looking for something that says 24/7. Boy, do I feel lost. Did I pass it? They gave me bad directions. It doesn't, man, they are too much. They gave me really bad directions. I passed it. When they said faces post, it doesn't mean it's directly off of post. So I went right past it. Now I'm totally lost. Gosh darn it. Bad directions, people. I'm gonna go all the way back. Great. So much for their great directions. I should have just followed the navigation. Is this the building? Oh, that's it. We're here. Thank you. And I just left it on the desk, and then 1 second after I dropped it off, this real big athletic guy comes over. He's like, "Who you dropping off for, brother?" I'm like, and I was like thrown. I'm like, who am I dropping off for? And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, I'm dropping off for this person. He's like, okay, thank you. And I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. I got out of there. And now we're at the part of town I don't want to be, and the offers are going to be terrible. I'm sure I'll just be nonstop declining. And now I got to make a left turn this really dangerous street. So let's see if I can do it. Nope, tons of traffic. $4, 8 miles. Tons and tons of cars are coming. Just gotta be $5, 7 miles. You just gotta be patient. That light usually blocks everybody off after a while. And now go. So now the plan is to head back towards Pebble and Pecos, where there's like a business center, and usually it's close to a lot of places like IHOP, a Starbucks, a lot of stuff. That's just going to be the general plan. $10, 8 cents, 12 miles. It's still a ways away. The closest place to wait would be the Vons that I just shopped at, but in general, I never get any work when I park there, so I'm going to keep on going. Even though there's good stuff there. $14, 11 miles. No, there's a lot of good stuff there. There's like a Burger King over there, and what else is over there? There's a McDonald's on Windmill and Eastern. So there's generally a lot of good stuff, but for whatever reason, if I park there, I don't get anything. And I'm currently outside of the zone for. Am I? Finding orders headed back to your zone. Well, it shows that I'm currently not in the zone for DoorDash. But since I just did a DoorDash delivery, the app says it's gonna try to help me to find an order that will get me back to my zone, which is sort of true. Because it says that, and it is trying to find something, but generally it never does. By the time I get back to my zone, it's just I'm there. So, and I never get anything. once in a blue moon, it'll actually work, and it'll send me something that will get me back to the zone. $18, 22 miles. No. Well, it looks like there's work. I mean, the app is going. $7, 20 miles. The app is going, so that's good news. We have opportunities. Just nothing good right now. Once I get through the next light, I'll be back in the DoorDash zone again. So maybe the app will become active on DoorDash, and we'll get something for like Vons or Burger King or something nearby. And I won't have to drive all the way to Pebble. I guess that drop-off overall wasn't difficult, and they were right. The door did face and was off a post, so I just didn't see the sign that said 24/7. $7, 10 miles. I just didn't see the sign. There was like the direction that I was driving in, there was a tree that was blocking my view of the banner that they were talking about. $7.50 for 5 miles. No. Okay, view offer. Oh, I better take it. Accept. Get over. I got the next one from DoorDash. We're gonna go to CVS and shop for 2 items. I'm gonna get $7.50 for 4.7 miles. I just ignored the 0.7 part and went to the 4, which is almost like 8. So, and the reason why I took this one is that I am currently about a mile and a half away from the CVS, and I was gonna pass the CVS anyway on my way to that waiting spot. So if I minus the mile and a half from this job, it's actually like a 3.3 mile job for $7.50, and it's just 2 items. So I'm like, I better just take this. It's going to take me right into the area I want to be in, and the drop off isn't going to be far either from the store. So I just said it just makes sense. Go ahead and grab it and get that $7.50. Well, let me see what I'm shopping for. Apple juice and another type of liquid that I can't tell what it is. So two bottles of some type of liquid. One is the apple juice, and the other one I can't tell. The packaging doesn't look familiar to me, so I don't know. I'm trying not to be real strict with the shopping as long as the items are low. Now I think there's a way to cut into the CVS shopping center that I don't have to go to the light. If I can remember where it is. Is it this turn here? Yeah, I think it's this turn here. Just gotta beat the traffic before it comes and I'll be good. Yeah, I beat them. This is kind of like a winding way to go to get to the shopping, but it's better than dealing with that light. Exit, arrive at the store, start the shopping, don't send a message to the customer. Gold emblem, oh, it's apple cider. Apple cider vinegar, aisle 2, which is right next to the apple juice. So The shopping should be simple. I will need to get a cart or a basket at least because those are heavy items. All right, we're here at CVS. Let's go do the shopping. Apple juice, apple cider vinegar. I had a hard time finding that apple cider vinegar, let me tell you. I don't know exactly why. I mean, I walked past it 3 times. I walked past it, going up and down the aisle. I think it was because my brain kept thinking that apple cider vinegar was apple cider. And so I kept thinking it's going to be this big bottle of juice. And it's not. It's like it's a smaller bottle. And it's vinegar. My brain kept deleting the word vinegar in the name of the product. And that was causing problems. So it was all me. Had nothing to do with the store and how it was set up and put on the shelf. My brain was not seeing it. It refused to recognize the product, so that was the problem. But I got it now, and then there was no worry about the checkout process. There was nobody in line. I think I was probably the only person in the store. I never saw a single employee while I was shopping. It was a ghost town in there. And now we're going 7 minutes, 2.5 miles. We're going to go to a house, and it's a leave at the door. Whew, I'm so glad it's a house. I was worried based on the drop-off area, I was going to go to an apartment or some gated apartment complex. So this works out good. And then I think I'm going to be near, after I drop it off, I'm going to go to that one Starbucks that I always go to, the one on Pebble and Green Valley, based on this drop-off location, which I believe is, where is it? Wow, it's way over there. I think I'm going to even go past Stephanie, I think. Wow, it's much further away than I thought. What's this cross street? Arroyo Grande and Wigwam. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that far. I'll be okay. So far, so good. No problems. We're moving along. It's now $12 plus 7 something, so $19 and change, almost $20 already, and the time is 6:24. So I'm right there at the normal about $20 an hour at the moment, and it's early, which is great. Yesterday was a total bust with the working later in the day. It seems like if you don't work super early in the morning right now, you're not going to get as many good offers. That's what happened yesterday. There was too much competition. There were too many other delivery drivers working at that time. I think a lot of delivery drivers work long hours, the majority of them, and they start near lunchtime or like brunch, and they work all the way until dinner time, until it's dark. And then I'm the one who just wants, the tiny amount of money. So the morning works perfect for me because most of the Dashers are too tired after working late at night to come out again early in the morning to do this job. So I think that's why I tend to get decent offers in the morning, is that all the hardcore drivers work lunch and dinner. And they can't possibly work breakfast because they're just too tired from working late at night, doing all of those munchie runs. All the people in town that are getting high, and then they get hungry for junk food, and so they got to bring out the food to those people. They got to bring the Taco Bell to those munchie lovers. I gotta get over. They're doing construction. And I generally prefer this time of day because I'm actually more awake now than I am even in the afternoon. Like when I was working yesterday, I swear around 10:30 I felt like I was just gonna crash because my body's so used to, to performing early in the morning and then chilling out by a certain time. So to change that rhythm of my day kind of puts your body into a little bit of a shock position where it's like, what's going on? Why aren't you resting? This is not a part of the program that we're supposed to be doing. So, oh no, this is a gated community. Shoot. Or is it? Gosh, I can't remember. I better follow what it says. I cannot remember. I'm about to find out though. I know there's one gated community over here where the navigation takes me the wrong direction. I end up at a gate and I gotta go back around. But now I'm not 100%. Let's see. Oh no, this is right. I'm good. I'm good to go. One more minute, 0.2 miles. I'm supposed to leave at the door, right? Yeah. What is the address? Alright, I see it. I just need to turn around. Alright, let's do this. Thank you. Easy drop off, no problems. Now I'll crawl my way to the Starbucks, or there's also a McDonald's, but $9, 9 miles. I generally don't get good offers if I park at the McDonald's, and I generally get good offers if I go to the Starbucks. 5 for $11. So I think I will. Oh, kitty, please get out of the road. Kitty, please get out of the road. $5, 9 miles. I swear, cats. There should not be outdoor cats in Vegas. $4, 6 miles. This town is too dangerous for cats to be out. There's coyotes. $7 for 4 miles to shop for 2 items. Or 4, oh, it's 4 miles. Where's the drop off? No. I don't like the drop off location. I think it was one of those rich people areas. You have to give them your information. You have to give your ID and all that stuff. $6.52, 11 miles. And it always takes so much longer to do shopping inside of a grocery store than it is like a CVS or Walgreens, because the store is so much bigger. You really have to do a lot more walking. I think in general, I like to get at least $8 if I'm going to do somebody's shopping, especially for a grocery store. Sometimes it's like you got to pick up bread on one end of the store and then walk all the way to the freezer section to get their ice cream or whatever frozen item they want, and then walk all the way back again to the register. It's like, no. For what was it? I think it was like $6. No, $7. No thanks. I'll pass. Now the app's quiet. I got nothing. I hope this day doesn't turn out to be another bust. But I guess if it's super slow when I get to the Starbucks, I'll just head home and watch some TV for a while. Put on something like... I've been watching The Twilight Zone lately. That's been real entertaining. I'm getting old and I'm starting to forget TV shows that I've watched before. It's like I know I've seen every Twilight Zone episode that was ever made. Yet yesterday I was watching The Twilight Zone and I swear 2 episodes in a row I had no memory of watching them. I'm like, well, what's this story about? I don't remember this one. The first Twilight Zone was a man who was like a robot, and he didn't know he was a robot until the end. And that one I had no memory of. And then the second one was some teacher who was being forced to retire, and he was so depressed he was gonna end his life. And then the ghost of his past students came to him to let him know how important he was in their life. So it was really what is this guy doing? Did he break down? Oh, he's just dropping somebody off. Oh. I was like, what's he doing? $18, 12 miles. So yeah, I couldn't remember those episodes whatsoever for whatever reason. God, all the kids are going to school now. All the craziness is about to begin. And then I saw on the Business Channel this morning, Charter Communications is merging with Cox Communications. So all you people on the West Coast and here in Vegas, get ready for a shift in the branding of the cable companies. $6, 6 miles. No. And the prices will probably change too, because once they merge, they claim now they're going to save so much money. But it's usually they do these mergers for survival, because they realize that the cable industry is shrinking. People just aren't using cable TV services like they used to. For the most part, what people are doing now is they're just streaming. And some people are streaming using other types of streaming things. Like there's like these little tiny devices that you plug in and it connects somehow to like the phone service, and then it sends out Wi-Fi signal to your house. $6, 6 miles, and it's super cheap compared to cable internet. $5, 12 miles. So a lot of people now are switching over to those type of things. I think, and a lot of the phone companies are offering the service, like Verizon, I think, is offering this type of internet service. So it's really eating into the profit margins of the cable companies, and that's causing them to merge together, so that way they can cut costs by laying off all kinds of their employees, and that are duplicates of when they weren't merged. So it's bad news for people who have jobs in that industry. $11, 9 miles. It's a bad news for people who still use the cable companies for their internet or for their cable TV, because that means the prices are going to go up. It's like if you're still using Cox or Charter, you're in trouble because they know you're hooked on it, and so you won't leave no matter how high they raise the price. $3.55 4 miles. No. Well, we made it to the waiting area. Good old Starbucks. $4 5 miles now. I'm just gonna park my car straight ahead here. Hopefully this guy doesn't crash into me. I don't think they're even looking. She wasn't even looking. She has a backup camera and she wasn't even using it. 5 minutes. We got the next offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to go to Toastique. I'm going to get $13.06 for 3.6 miles. This one's decent. I was here for probably 5 or 6 minutes waiting. I was watching TikTok, just passing the time, waiting for something to come in. And this is a good one, so it was well worth the wait. This will take me to, what, $32, I believe. And the time is currently 7:43. This person must be really close to the Toastique restaurant, because it's a 2-mile drive to get to Toastique, and it's just a little over 3 miles, so they're probably about a mile away from the restaurant, so real close. Whew. This is always a weird place to turn. I never know how to communicate to the drivers across from me where I'm going. Because if I put my right turn blinker on, they think I'm going to be making a right and a right, and I really want to make a right and a left. And so I'm just trying to remember which cars were here at this intersection first. So this Honda was here first, then me, and now the stupid Honda van isn't going. They're asleep at the switch, messing us all up. Now people are going to miss the light because that one Honda van was playing on their phone, not paying any attention. Terrible. So that really is one of my pet peeves in driving. Look, they're not even staying in their lane. Man, they are so distracted in their driving that they can't even stay in their lane, and they made so many people miss the green light to make that left turn. So selfish. I don't know what's going on in that car. It's a lady. Oh, I think she has like a child in the car and she's dealing with something. Like maybe she's trying to change the baby's diaper while she's driving. She has something in her front passenger seat. She's doing all kinds of activities while she's trying to drive at the same time. Too much. She probably just got gas, and I bet you her hands smelled like gas, so she was trying to clean up while she was at the light, and then she didn't see the light change, and then she panicked, and then she was still trying to clean her hands and organize all her stuff in her bag while she was still trying to drive. So I think that's what happened. Hi, people. It's too much. And so this pickup, there's usually a long wait at Toastique for the order, because they usually only have one employee that works at that restaurant. For the entire restaurant, there's usually only one employee working the whole restaurant, because it was popular when it first opened, but now the popularity, the newness of it has died off, and so it doesn't get as many customers as it used to. So they had to just go down to just one employee in there. And like the last time I was at Toastique, the guy almost walked out of the restaurant and went right to my car to hand it to me because it was so slow, he had nothing else to do. So that may be the case again today. We'll see. The person ordered 2 food items and a drink. A Defender over ice. I don't know what that is. They always come up with these really creative names for the drinks where you have no idea if it's strawberry or lemon or anything. It's just some weird name. They could call it the Impossible Drink, and you would not know what it is until you tried it, or until you read that. You had to read the description and then remember, oh, that's what it is. That's what the Impossible Drink is. In my day, whenever you had a drink, the name always included what flavor it was. You know, like a strawberry sundae, you knew it had strawberries in it. Or a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, you know it had cheese and you know it had steak. But nowadays they're coming up with these names where you would just have to know what's in it when you hear the name, because the name doesn't give you any clue what's inside that drink or food item. I guess maybe it has to do with branding. You know, people want to create some kind of signature thing, and that way. The only thing I could think of way back in the day that I didn't know what it was when people ordered an Arnold Palmer, and that's a half lemonade, half iced tea beverage. But when people first ordered it, I didn't know what people were ordering. I'm like, what the heck is an Arnold Palmer? I knew it was like a person that played golf. It was like a famous golf person. But for the life of me, I could not think of what people were ordering. So eventually I asked somebody, I'm like, what's an Arnold Palmer? And they told me. And so from that point on, I knew. And I don't know if that drink is still popular today, because it was a drink that you would order in a restaurant and they would bring it to you. You tell the waitress that you want an Arnold Palmer. And nowadays, I don't go to restaurants anymore. You know, sit downs. Everything I do is takeout. You know, even if I go to a nice sit down restaurant, I order the food online, and I go and I just get it to go, and I bring it back home and enjoy it. It's very rare that I'll actually sit inside of a restaurant, because, you know, you always feel like you gotta pay that tip to the waitress, which increases your cost by 20%. And the food at restaurants now is so expensive that you're looking to cut corners anywhere you can. So you save 20% if you just get it to go. So that's my rationalization as to why I don't go to sit down restaurants unless it's like a real special occasion and, you know, just a real good reason to do it. But yeah, for the most part, no. Wow, this was a long drive to get here. I'm really surprised I got this one. There was no other delivery driver closer to this restaurant. Really surprised. Okay, guys, your turn. Nobody's here at Toastique. It's probably gonna be ready. I bet you that I'm the only only customer they've gotten all day. Let's do it. Great, thank you. Have a good one. It was about a 5-minute wait. I guess the order was complicated. It was taking them a while to put it together. And then he asked me if the customer wants utensils. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, the customer wants utensils. Why not? So he had to gather up the utensils. I thought he was just gonna, you know, usually they're already pre-packaged and you just throw it in the bag. but his were like individual. He had to individually grab each knife and fork, plastic knife and fork. He had to wrap it in a little napkin. And then I thought he was gonna like tape the napkin, like so that way it was like a bundle. But it wasn't. Once he dropped it in the bag, the napkin just unfurled. So I was like, well, what's the point of that? I don't know. Why did you just throw the utensils in the bag? But whatever. I wasn't gonna worry about it. I'm like, well, whatever. Now we're going 4 minutes, 1.2 miles. It's going to be, wait a minute, where am I turning? It's going to be a house. I don't know what else it's going to be at the moment. I've got to get ready to make a turn. I have a gate code to leave at the door. This place is so close. The person could have got it themselves, but they're probably busy. They're probably on one of those conference phone calls or something, you know. A lot of these people are busy working at home or something, and they can't leave. So I'm their food fetcher. My job is to go and get their stomachs filled while they're stuck at home on their computer, talking to somebody probably in another country, far away, resolving some complicated business arrangement that the company has, you know, acquired or something. Who knows? Who knows what rich people do all day? For all I know, they're just lazy and they just don't feel like going out. They're tired. They had a long business flight. They got home and they don't want to leave. And they woke up and they're hungry. And they probably have like a fitness trainer that told them this is one of the only approved places they're allowed to order from if they want to meet their fitness goal or something. I could see some people being in those situations. You know, they have their own personal trainer if they got money, and they're trying to ask the personal trainer what should they be eating, and sometimes they crave fast food and they get recommendations on places they should only order from so they don't overindulge. I'm gonna just cut through. I don't have to enter the code. Come on, guy, come on out, and then I'll just sneak on in. It's like, why bother? Why bother with the gate? There's no sharp teeth or anything. Nobody else is coming out. Save me from getting out of the car. And then after I drop this off, I'm probably just gonna make a beeline back home and just wait. I'm starting to feel like I just want to just be at home. I don't want to sit and wait in the car, not even 5 minutes. That's the nice thing about this job. You can just do whatever you want. Somebody commented the other day about not why I'm doing this job, but like I don't know what they were saying. There was something about, oh, you do this job just for fun, but you're making, I don't remember what they said. I don't know what they were even implying now that I think about it. It's like, what were they trying to tell me? I remember when I responded to their comment, I wasn't even sure if I responded properly to the comment that they left. All I remember is that it seemed like it was a negative comment, but I wasn't sure. Let's drop this off. Grab the food. Grab the drink. Thank you. Done. Let's get out of here. No problems on the drop off. Everything was fine. Smooth sailing. This looks like a nice community to live in. I think it's really expensive. I think their houses are $1 million, I think, as I recall. They're not cheap. When I first moved here, you could get a house like this for about, I think just for like 400 or 500. But boy, prices sure have changed. Inflation has really hit hard for real estate and even for rent. Man, it's hit hard. Can't get over how quickly things have turned, and that's what makes me nervous about investing in U.S. Treasuries and certificates of deposit, because I'm like, well, if I lock in a rate at 4%, historically that's a really good rate. But if interest rates, if cost of living starts to continue to skyrocket, then it's like your money is being devalued, and by the time my investments mature, I'm gonna basically be out of luck. You know what I mean? It'll be the equivalent to less money than what I first put in. And that's why a lot of people only invest in stocks or crypto or whatever, because it has such a huge rate of return. Even though it's very risky, people do it because they realize that they need it in order to have a successful retirement strategy. They've got to take the risk. They have no choice. But luckily, since I'm so old and at the point where I could croak at any minute, I could just keel over any second while I'm driving here, it doesn't matter. It's not as relevant. When you get, the older you get, the less it's relevant. The inflation element becomes less and less relevant, because you just don't have as much time as young people do. I figure if I make it to about 85, that's just another, 25, 30 years, something like that. $13, 4.5 miles. Let's see if I get it. It's a trip radar. I may not get it. Match me. Let's see if we're a match. Please stand by while we wait to hear back from Uber Eats and whether or not I get this offer. I'll tell you all about it if we get it. And we got it. And I missed a delivery opportunity on I missed a really good delivery opportunity for DoorDash. It was $26 for something, but it's gone. I don't know what the miles were. It was $26 and it said Staples, and it's gone. I didn't hear it come in because I was flapping my gums. So now we got an offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to do 2 deliveries, and I'm going to get $13.04 for 4.5 miles. I guess this is better than nothing. I would have liked to have gotten that other one. It was double the money. So we're going to go to Kneaders, and I'm going to pick up for 2 customers at Kneaders and then drop off. So the money to mile is good, but now I have to not worry about that DoorDash one, even though that would have totally finished off my day. That would have been an awesome one to get, but I don't know what the miles were, so I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see it, just let it go. I was too busy talking about U.S. Treasuries and CDs to pay attention to my phone. That was my mistake. Oh boy. So let's see. So we did we had basically $20 for the first 2, then 13, so that's 33. Then we got this another 13. It's 43. So we're at about $45. So after this one, I only got $5 more to hit my goal. So all in all, everything's going just fine. See, this is why I like to work early in the morning. This is why it pays off. But you gotta start super early before the other dashers get out of their beds. Once those other dashers hit the road, forget it. They're like vampires. They suck up all the other work. And then I got nothing to do. Then I'm just laying around with nothing to do. And it's painful. It's okay to have, even at home, it's okay to have to lay around and wait like 45 minutes up to an hour. But after you've been just laying around babysitting your phone for an hour and you're not making any money, I'm just over it. I'm like, okay, I'm just getting over doing this. And you just want to shut it off, because there's certain things you cannot do if you're babysitting the phone waiting for something to come in. Like you can't prepare yourself a nice meal if you are on call for a DoorDash, because at any moment while you're preparing the food, it could go off and then it would just mess up your whole meal, and your appetite would be disturbed too, because as you're cooking, you're looking forward to eating what you're making. And if the app goes off and you gotta go, you have no choice. You gotta go. You gotta turn the stove off. You gotta throw it in a Tupperware and head out the door and eat it later. And it's ruined. And your meal is ruined. And that really will tick you off. So yeah, you can't do that. So for the most part, if you're on call, all you can do is just watch stuff on your phone or on your TV, read a book, hang out with your animals, chit chat with the people in your household, and just enjoy. I mean, you can sit in the backyard, but there's not that much you can do in regards to anything that is involved, really involved, that you can't, once you say you're on call, you can't do anything that is gonna, require a sudden breakaway from whatever fun thing you were doing. So I think that's the bad part about it. And that's another reason why I like to work in the morning. At least I know I'm working at an optimal time to get the job done. Temperature now is 76 degrees, no wind, sunny, blue skies. And that's Vegas for you. Every day, sunny, blue skies. I never get tired of it though. The sunshine and blue skies are what keep the depression away. That's what I love most about living here, is that it really helps with depression, so that way you don't have the blues. We made it. Kneaders Bakery and Cafe. If I can find myself a decent place to park. This one looks good. Alright, let's go in. This one should go up top. This one should go on the floor. And where am I going to put the drinks? I'm going to try to put them right next to that one. I think this drink carrier will fit here. Yep. Verify the order. Complete the pickup. Where are we going? Oh, of course. I knew it. We're going to be going to the high school to drop off the one with the drinks, and then the other one I don't know. Take to the front desk, Coronado High School. Leave at building reception. I knew it. Every time I pick up food from this place, it's almost a sure bet I'm going to go to the high school. The time is 8:14. All the kids from the high school should already be in class, so I don't think I'm going to have to deal with any of the kids. So that's good news. Ah, this person is driving so slow. I'm like, come on, guy, move. I got to drop some stuff off, and I got to make $5 more before I can go home. You would think I would want, since it seems to be busy and there's some good offers, you would think I'd want to stay out here and just keep making money. You would think. Oh boy. If I was in the mood to keep working, I would, but this has been a really unusual week. you know, 2 doctor's appointments back to back. It's a lot. It's a lot to. It's a lot of stress on the body. You know, you're like, oh, what's this doctor gonna tell me? Is this gonna give me like 6 months to live, or what are they gonna find? That's why a lot of people are afraid to go to the doctor. They're always afraid that there's bad news, you know, because it could be anything. You know, when you go see a doctor and they're doing tests, you don't know what they're gonna discover. So yeah, and that makes it stressful. And it's not just the whole idea that you're sick. It's the idea that how much is this gonna cost me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Medical, especially in the United States, is not cheap. It's expensive for just about every dang thing you can think of. From even like you get a splinter. It's like, oh, I've got a splinter in my finger. It's like, oh, that's $1,000. We have to do surgery, or no, we have to use tweezers to get it out. But that's going to cost you about $1,000 for us to use the tweezers. Oh my God, there's a parking spot right here. Wow. All right, let's do this. Grab the drinks, grab the food, let's go. Hello. Not too much.
Go ahead and drop it right here, sir. We'll get it to her.
Okay, sounds good.
You need to take a picture of it or anything?
No, I don't. I'm trying to get some room here for it.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. All right, thank you. Oh man, that's always such a long walk. Whew. I guess it's good exercise, right? And I'm just grateful all the kids are locked away in there, so I don't have to deal with that. Because the kids are usually crawling everywhere if you come here at the wrong time. It makes for a really difficult delivery. Now we're going 5 minutes, 1.6 miles. We're going to go to a house. I have a gate code and it's a leave at the door. Please leave on chair near the front door. Oh shoot, I didn't even check my DoorDash. How's DoorDash doing today? 30 minutes left on my pause dash. Okay. Good. At least the people, when I leave the stuff at the door, the people generally are nice. They're not difficult to deal with. They're not rude or pushy or anything like that, or forceful. They're very casual and easygoing, the people when I deliver the stuff to. That customer ordered a lot of food for it to be delivered to the school. It was an adult meal and a children's meal. I was like, wonder why they're ordering so much food. And maybe maybe one of the teachers just wanted a light snack, and they're like, oh yeah, give me a kid's meal. Maybe it's one of these real little, or maybe it's a teacher and then they have a favorite student that helps them with stuff and they wanted to give them a little something. Who knows? You know how in some schools there's always the teacher's pet. There's always that one student who's like best buddies with the teacher, and they get all kinds of special perks for being buddies with the teacher. That happens a lot. And the teachers are always grateful because they need free help. They're like, thank goodness, because this school is so understaffed. At least I have this one student that always helps me out for running errands and helping me organize stuff around the classroom. I'm sure that's very common. 3 minutes, 1 more mile to go. And $5 more. Oh, no school over here, thank goodness. This neighborhood has so many schools, I swear. Once you hit that magic hour, it's like every street you go down has either a flashing light or a crossing guard or school buses, kids roaming around, something. When I first started doing delivery, I would avoid working at this time because I didn't like the stress of dealing with all the kids being out. You know, I didn't want to run anybody over. But I started to realize that this is the best time to do it because there's so few other delivery drivers that are out right now. So I'm like, well, no, this is the best time to do it. And I have the most energy at this time. So I realized that, no, I've got to just bite the bullet and get used to dealing with the children being out and about at this time of day. And I've done it enough now where I think I've gotten over my anxiety of having to do this job with kids going to school at this time. All right, everybody's turning right here. That means the gate's gonna $4, 4 miles. The gate should be open. Oh, come on, guy. All of us are here and nobody has the dang code. Oh, good. She had the. Oh, this guy has the clicker. She had the clicker. Everybody else is still stuck over behind that lady with the van that didn't know what she was doing. Woohoo! I love it when I luck out. There's so many things that slow you down doing this job. $9, 11 miles. So many things slow you up. It's coming up on the left. I see it. I gotta turn around. Make sure nobody's behind me. Oh, I believe it's this house. Yes. And what did they say? Leave it on a chair near the front door. Leave on chair near front door. Right. Thank you. Ooh, good news. I got something while I was walking to the door. Woohoo! Oh, and I got a second one. Woohoo! The orders are pouring in. Woohoo! I know, I'm putting my seatbelt on. Give me a second. Can't believe it. Let me tell you what I got. Let me tell you some of my great offers I got. So I got an offer to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get $9.60 for 2.5 miles. Then they did an add-on while I was just about to tell you about the first one. An additional $3.37 for 1.4 miles for a grand total of, what is that? Like $13? 13 smackaroonies. Not too bad. And that's going to end the day and take me over the goal. Fantastic. Stop new requests. I don't want to do any more work. Perfection. I love it when I get a job the moment I drop off another order. That means no dead miling. Every mile is $1 in my pocket. Drop off was just fine. No problems at all. Traffic should be okay getting there because the kids aren't out, and And the navigation sometimes will try to take me the long way to get to this Starbucks, but I've been to this Starbucks so many times, I know the fastest way to get there, so I won't have any problems. And so based on the number of miles I'm gonna have to drive, I'm hoping it's not gonna be too far for that second one. I was a bit hesitant taking that second one. I'm like, should I take it? It's only $3 and something. It's a really lousy offer, but I'm like, well, I'm already there, and it'll really up the amount of money by, it's a 30% increase in revenue for the job. So I'm like, well, might as well. It's the last one. It's early. It's only 8:28 right now. I've only been online for about 2 hours, so it's totally. Thank you so much. The gate code is, oh gosh, people really jumped the gun. I'm like, I haven't even picked up your order yet, and they're sending me messages. Some people get a little too excited with their orders. They're like, it's like Christmas to some people when they use DoorDash and Uber Eats. It's like, wow, I have my very own manservant that's gonna do my bidding, and all I gotta do is pay a delivery fee and a little bit of tip money, and I got myself a butler. I got an Ass Jeeves. Sometimes the people get a little too carried away. They start trying to make conversation with you while you're driving. Those are the ones haven't done this job. I mean, don't use the app that often, and they're just so excited. It's like a big Christmas present to them, and they get carried away. It's like, come on, this is not a 976 number. I'm here just to pick up your order and drop it off. I'm not here to be your best friend while I'm doing your bidding. Oh my gosh, this person has one of those really complicated names to pronounce. How many extra miles am I doing for that $3 one? Well, it's only 1.4 miles. It's okay. In my mind, for some reason, I thought it said 3 miles. I was like, oh shoot, maybe I shouldn't have taken that second add-on order. But it's only a mile. 1.4 is not a huge distance. And the first one is low too, 2.5 miles. They're gonna give me almost $10, so it's all good. I should be home by 9:15. I'm happy about that, let me tell you. I'm just gonna totally just decompress and relax. I'm gonna have my usual snack, my cottage cheese, my peanut butter on what's that bread called that I have? Ezekiel bread. Have my Ezekiel bread and just relax and enjoy the rest of the day. Of course, I have to work on the video, but I've got the video down now to a science. I can really crank out the video real fast now. Usually takes me about, I think it takes me about an hour, a little over an hour now to get the video ready to go. And I'm usually like munching on my snacks while I'm working, so I'm not trying to like play beat the clock when I do it. Because now I'm very confident now when I put my videos together. I've got a really solid workflow process to get it done, so I'm not as stressed anymore when I make the videos. I feel like I've really got down a solid strategy for slapping them together. Everybody's strolling around today. Oh boy. Is this guy parking? Please just park. Don't back up again. Just park. Don't get in my way, please. Taking me a while to get to the Starbucks. It should be, both orders should be ready. I don't think either order is really a large order, so I think I'm gonna be good. Pick up. Uh-oh, speed bump. Brake, 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 brake. These are the biggest speed bumps. And they don't stand out. So at night, I'm sure people hit them at full force. Most speed bumps, when they're that big, this lady's not even stopping at the stop sign. Dang, she just blew through the stop sign like she was first. Oh, lady, you are too much. Too much. Everybody's in a damn hurry. Okay, let's go get it. Holy smokes, these are heavy. Let's go. Please just get in the box. Get in the box, please. You know, like in Hannibal Lecter, please just get in the box. Order verified, complete the pickup. First one, we're going to be going 5 minutes, 1 mile. We're going to be going to what looks like a business, and it's going to be a meet at the door. It could be a school. I'm not 100%. Not 100% sure, but fairly certain it's going to be a school. Wow, that lady ordered a lot of Starbucks. She's got them in those gallon jugs. Where are you taking me, navigation? That Starbucks is super busy. But the employee inside the Starbucks was having a brain fart. She asked me 3 times the names of the customers, and the names were right in front of her. And it was because the reason why she was having a brain hiccup is because one of the customers had a very common name, but they spelled it like really wacky in the app, so that even when she read it, read the name, she was having a hard time translating what they wrote into the actual name of the person. So she kept saying over and over again the name, like, what's the name? What's the name? I said, what's the name? Oh boy. So it's like if let's suppose the customer's name was Leighton, right? If the customer name was Leighton, but they spelled it out using like 14 or 15 characters to create the name Leighton. It was completely throwing the lady off. Poor thing. Oh, these people drive so aggressive, man. It's like this street here, I swear, it's like trying to merge onto the 405 freeway in California. It's completely insane. And people are not friendly. When you want to get over and get into a lane, they don't want to let you over. They all want to tailgate. They all want to make the light. So they just start hardcore tailgating you. This was not the right way to go. I should have made a left at the very first light. It's taking me the long way. There was no reason for me to go this way. I'm like, well, whatever. Hang on, Starbucks. Don't fall out of the chair. I'm making a hard turn. Everybody hang on for your life. Yeah, I think I'm going to the elementary school based on what I can see is happening. God, I hope the elementary school, they aren't unloading the kids right now. Ooh, they're waiting for me. I can see the little icon. They're like, hurry up, we're thirsty. We want our Starbucks. I'm like, I'm trying to get there. Gotta be patient. I wonder if they're waiting outside. It seems like based on the icon, they might even be waiting outside for me. Uh-oh. Where am I gonna park? I'm gonna have to walk a little bit. Let me see if I can park over here in this whatever this place is called, in this parking lot. I'm trying to get as close as I can to the door.
It was like $30. I'm like,
It's because they're hardbacks. The hardbacks
no, I don't know.
Hi for. Okay, great. Thank you. Have a good day. So much for meeting at the door. There were so many kids out right now. It was just mass chaos, so I left it at the front desk. Alright, let's see. How do I get out of here? This way? Next one's 5 minutes away, 1.3 miles. It appears to be a house. And it's also a meet at the door. Fantastic. I wonder where they put meat at the door for the school. And yet I was walking with the bags looking to see if anybody was making eye contact with me or gesturing, coming towards me. Nobody. So I was like, I wonder why they put meat at the door. And then when I walked in to the main entrance, there was at least 7 to 10 people in the foyer of the entrance. And I thought, well, maybe it's one of these people. So I started casually glancing at each person to see if their body language was moving towards me as I was carrying the bags, thinking that they would see me as a delivery person and approach me, but nobody did. So I went right to the front desk and said the name of the person to reception, and they just said, oh, just leave it there on the counter. And that was it. So hopefully they're sensible enough to know to just go to the counter at reception and they'll just see it there. Because there was no way I was going to be able to find them if it's a meet at the door and there's all those people around. It's like going to a rock concert and telling somebody, meet me at the main entrance of the rock concert. I'm like, that's not going to work. There's no way. Unless you would say, I'm wearing this kind of outfit. I'm wearing a pink and blue top, and I'm wearing long white pants, and I have my hair up in curlers. And then I'd be like, okay, I know exactly what you look like. I'll be able to pick you out of the crowd real fast. But that would be it. There'd be no other way to know. Man, this is the hardest left turn in history. There are so many cars, and they're all going slow because the school flashing light is on. Alright, now where am I going? Make a right on Cactus. Okay. 1.1 more miles to go till we're done with this day. Getting closer. And this is the $3 one, so. Oh man, it's almost over. I'm ready. I'm ready to wrap it up. Usually for an order this small, it's just a leave at the door. But I should know better, because these people that don't ever tip, they always want 5-star service. It's like the cheaper they are, the more expectations they have, which is really weird. It's like the complete opposite of what it should be. It's like the generous tippers don't want anything from you. They just leave it at the door. And they want to make it as simple for you as possible. And these customers who don't tip, they just want you to just totally do 100 different things for them for nothing. And I think they get a high. They get like a kick out of getting something for free. They're like, yeah, he's doing my bidding for nothing. I'm not even giving him $1. I might be giving him 75 cents, and this person is doing anything I say for that 75 cents. Man, there should be a law against this. They should really have a set minimum. It should always be a minimum of $5. Even if there's no tip, the delivery fee, and we should get the entire delivery fee, it should be $5 delivery fee. Especially in today's times, with inflation being what it is, there's no reason why it shouldn't go up at all. It's just I guess they just know, like, it's like, you know what, we know you gig workers are gonna do it, because there's just a certain proportion of gig workers who desperately need money, and they can do whatever they want. They can say $1. They say, we're only gonna pay you $1 to do this job per delivery. And there's some people that will do it because they're so desperate for money. They've got to do it. Alright, the turn's coming up. Make a right here. Oh, I've been here before. I need a gate code. And did they give me a gate code? They did not. We are stuck. This is a terrible customer. Terrible customer. They should be ashamed of themselves for putting... Oh, I have one in my database. Let me see if it works. Oh my God, it actually worked. I haven't used that code in eons, and it actually worked. All right, I'm here, and then they didn't put their unit number. Oh, it's one. Okay, I got it. I see it. They messaged it to me. Thank God. Thank you. Hello, here you go. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you. Oh, my day is over. Woohoo. Doesn't get any better when the day ends, let me tell you. There's no better feeling knowing you have accomplished your goal and the rest of the day is gravy. I guess I should be responsible. I should really fish. I should go fish. 1 minute left in my DoorDash before it expires. I got it. I'm gonna go fish. So an offer that comes up that is $15 and higher, $2, well, $3 for every mile, and I'll take it. But if nothing comes in, then forget it. $7 for 8 miles. Maybe something. Sometimes a lottery ticket offer will come in. I think that's why it's always best, if I'm far from home, to at least shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? Try to get. since you're just here, just try to get something that's really good. $11, 7 miles. Every so often, like that one earlier today, it was $26. I don't know how many miles. And if it had been low miles, that would have been an excellent lottery ticket offered to get. $6, 3.5. $2, 2.6. Yeah, 'cause it could easily take me to like, what, from 50 something to 70 something dollars real quick. 50% increase in income if a lottery ticket order comes in. And I still got a ways to go until I'm back home, so I might as well shoot for it, see what happens. These are like in basketball, they're like free throws. You do a free throw for whatever. I don't know basketball terms. $3.53 for 3 miles. Look at me trying to do basketball terminology. $4, 2 miles. No, I haven't played basketball since I was probably in junior high. I remember just, us geeky kids, we would do the around the world. You just stand in the spot and you just take your shot, and then it's the next person's turn. Anything that involves contact with other people, we did not want to do. It would give me too much anxiety having other kids launched at me to try to take the ball from me. Too stressful. No thanks. So us geeky kids for basketball, $4 for 4 miles. Us geeky kids, we would play around the world. Very civilized. We like civilized sports. Nothing that involves danger. Low risk, low contact sports. Even tennis I didn't care for. That ball would come at you too fast. When those people would hit that tennis ball with the racket, man, it would come flying at you. It's like, this is okay. This is making me anxious. I'll pass. Tetherball. Remember playing tetherball in elementary school? Man, you used to pray that ball didn't hit you in the head, or the rope didn't wrap around your wrist or your arm. All of those games are really, really dangerous. But I guess as kids, we were very reckless. I can't tell you how many times I fell off the monkey bars. I used to fall all the time. But I used to like to climb, so I like the monkey bars. 7:49, 7 miles now. And then the slide, the slides back in the day that were made of all metal, and they were so hot, if you didn't wear jeans, if you wore shorts, you'd burn your legs on the hot metal from the slide. Really dangerous. $11, 9 miles. And then the swings were fine, I guess. As long as you didn't get your fingers caught in the chain of the swings, you'd be all right. But sometimes, you'd want to twist the chain of the swing, so you would quickly untangle and it would spin you. And sometimes you would make the mistake of getting your finger caught in the chain link, and man, it would hurt like hell. You'd smash your finger, your knuckles, or your joints of your fingers in the chain of the swing. I'm surprised we're all still alive today. All the crazy things we did as kids. In elementary school, we used to do fist fights for fun. We'd all go out far into the field where the teachers couldn't see us, and we'd hit each other as hard as we could until we'd see which person would give up. I can remember doing that, but when you're little kids, you really can't punch that hard, so you wouldn't do any severe damage. It wasn't until junior high, when somebody hit you, that you would get really severely injured and your whole face would swell up. That's when you realize, okay, this is not fun anymore. This is serious.